everyone. How about you and I have a talk? Let's play pot for a while. I hope everyone's been having a good day, or weekend, or night, or whenever you're watching this. Um, I wanted to, you know, briefly talk about this current issue that's been going around lately. Path of Titans, as of late, has had a very, very, very serious issue going on, especially in the modding community that has recently, I think, just now really been brought to light as of I think a couple days ago, and I think I wanted to get my voice out there, let it be known, let it be heard, and such. And I think it all starts with Divine Beasts. Um, as you recall, Divine Beast is one of the modding teams behind Path of Titans. They're giving us, all kinds of new creatures. They've given us new creatures in the past. I've said on the channel various times I'm not a big fan of their work. They've recently put up an announcement on their Discord server, which I am going to read out to everyone here, so that way we're all on the up and up. This is in regards to the Titanoboa update, which I didn't realize was going to be a thing until recently. Hey everyone, as many of you know, we have a highly ambitious Titanoboa mod planned. Originally, it was meant to showcase my skills in the Unreal Engine pipeline. Lately, though, I've cooled on the idea. Path of Titans modding can be incredibly rewarding, but it's also become a very toxic scene. I've seen too many modders working for free get harshly criticized or humiliated for their hard work. That kind of behavior isn't encouraging innovation, it's driving people away. Part of my vision for Divine Beast has always been to give creators a platform to grow with us. We want new talent to learn, experiment, and improve. Toxic behavior and unconstructive criticisms are halting this vision and making people quit. I also feel like I need to stand up for my fellow modders, big and small. We at Divine Beasts have a sizable community, and with that comes the responsibility to support creators rather than let negativity drive them out. To those who support and encourage modders, whether you're seasoned or new, I love you. Your positivity is what keeps this community alive. But the negativity on YouTube, Reddit, and even the official Path of Titans Discord is crushing starting creators and stifling growth. I also want to call out other modding teams and the Alderaan devs. If you happen to read this, please stand up for other creators. Encouraging healthy collaboration and protecting modders from harassment is key to keeping the scene alive. Because of all this, the Titanoboa will be delayed. For every instance of unconstructive modder hate I see towards our team or anyone else, I'll consider extending the delay or even canceling the mod entirely if the negativity continues to push people out. Community, stand up for the creators who give you free content. Call out toxic behavior and support new talent. The constant stream of negativity is harming the community and preventing growth. And there you have it. I don't typically get involved with internet drama, right? I usually keep my head buried in, not really buried in the sand. I just try to, find mutual ground to stand upon. But in this case, there is none. There are people that are just using their voice in a negative way. Now look, I have always said, specifically for people on my channel, if you don't have anything constructive to say about what I put out on the internet, don't say anything at all. And that doesn't just apply to me. Alright? This video is not about me. It's about this sort of behavior. So in a way, it's like if you don't have anything constructive to say about a modding team or a creation they've made, don't say anything. It's not that hard to not say anything. Issuing death threats, telling them that they're garbage, and, saying that they should quit is a horrible thing to say. It's what keeps creative minds from achieving, great things. I don't know why people think it's just okay to behave like this when they're behind the screen and they're not talking to a person face to face. Everything that I have ever posted on the internet, regarding Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Discord, it's stuff I would say to a person's face, right? If I had a problem with them, I would tell them I had a problem with them. But I wouldn't be an ass about it. I'd just be, hey, I don't agree with this. I don't like what you're doing. we go about our day. We might have a little bit of dispute if you, the party in question, decides to escalate the situation. But I've made my point, right? I told them why I wasn't happy with them, and I go about my day. With the modding team, it's such a shame, right? Because we have these wonderful people that are spending hours of their time and money, because it does actually cost to make these things to a degree, like money and effort and shit like that, to give us dinosaurs for free, basically. Not just dinosaurs, but playables, like dragons and giant freaking spiders, even though you'll never catch me playing the spider. Arachnophobia got me that bad, yeah. Now look, I've said time and again, I'm not a fan of Divine Beasts. I've said it before, time and time again. I'm not a fan of their mods. If you look back at my earliest videos when I play in the community servers, I called the Zhushang Tyrannus ugly. Okay? That's just how I felt at the time. Right? In my opinion, I did not think it looked good. So, I just called it ugly. Obviously, it was a joke. I don't actually mean to say that it's, like, very badly designed. I just said in the moment, just to be funny. Like, even in the video itself, I treat it as a joke, because I have, like, the Patrick Star, like, I caught the ugly! It's a joke at the end of the day. It's not meant to be taken seriously. It's meant to be funny. Because I just don't like the look of this thing. However, recently, they've decided to give it a TLC. And you know what? It actually looks better! It actually looks cool! I kind of want to play it now. And Divine Beast has also been working on, their own version of the T-Rex, which actually looks pretty decent. I wish the animations were a bit better, but it's a work in progress and they could change that. Other than that, the model looks terrific. And their Acrocanthosaurus that they've already pushed out looks great. In all honesty, I much prefer this over the, whatchamacallit, that one that, most people play. The one that, I joked about making the sort of growls every time it got hit. I'll be totally honest, I forgot the creator of that mod. I'm totally sorry. I probably should have remembered that. But yeah, that Acrocanthosaurus looks great. Like, I do think that, constructive criticism is what helps, creative minds, become greater at what they do. It allows them to, it's feedback at the end of the day, right? They want to know what they've done right, and they want to know what they did wrong, but in a way where, it doesn't start a fight and it doesn't cause issues. If it's getting to the point where not only the modders of these teams are quitting, but to the point where Alderaan themselves are banning people from playing the game, it's gone too far. We've gone too far. It is vile and disgusting. And I fucking hate it. It gets me pissed off that people think it's okay to act like this because they're behind a screen. I hate to say it, but if you're acting like this just because you're behind a screen, not talking to them face to face, because you have no repercussions to face, you are a coward. I don't like getting angry in my videos, okay? I don't like, expressing this kind of emotion. I try to keep things calm. I try to, keep things, cordial, respectful. But this community, the whole modding community right now, is in a dire situation. And people are either leaving or just stopping making mods altogether. It's gotten so bad, mods have been taken down! The David Rose's Pachyrhinosaurus? Gone. That's gone. You can no longer find it. It hasn't just been, like, taken away. It's been completely removed from the game. It no longer exists. It's gone. And that was a beautifully made Pachyrhinosaurus. Yes, I had my issues with it, like, in the past. But it was, by all means, a very well-designed mod. It's just so sad. It's really sad to think about that this community is driving people away. And absolutely vile. I just don't know. I don't know how people can be so mean, how people can be so absolutely vile to a bunch of creative minds who give us dinosaurs for free, basically. They give us their hard work and time. That's the one thing I value more than anything else. More than money, more than influence. It's time. Time is the most precious thing that you could possibly give to any one person. I mean, whether it be, playing games with your friends, or, or something like that, something that simple, right? Like just playing games with your friends, or something as serious as like, there's an emergency or something like that. Giving time to be with someone or to help someone, or putting in the effort for a bunch of people, that's a huge deal. Like these people spend hours of their day, like, creating these things, and what do they get in return? They get shit on, basically. Not even that, they get ragdolled by these horrid people on the internet, and for what? Because they don't like them. I'm at a loss for words. The Path of Titans community needs to change. I don't know how. I don't know. I just don't know how to make it happen. But there needs to be a change. I'm not saying that everyone needs to change. There's just going to be bad people, regardless of what anyone says. Right? That's just how it is. We can't fix that. But we need to make our voices heard. That we cannot stand for this anymore. If it's getting this bad, if the situation is getting this abhorrent, something has to be done. I stand by the decisions of Divine Beast. And it's not just Divine Beast that's, made an announcement about this. KTO, Exargalia, Wrath of the Goliaths, Primordial Tyrants themselves. The people that I love their mods. I love every last one. This T-Rex is my favorite mod in the entire game. Because, well, I definitely prefer this over the official one, and I really do hope it does get its model TLC soon. But that's besides the point. They have also come out, like, with, people, shitting on them, and, like, how they feel about Divine Beast and other mods, being treated. El Reptiliano, they, too, have come forth about this. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Look, at the end of the day, it's a video game, right? There's no reason for this kind of hate. There is none. It's a game. It's a game. I don't understand why people think it's okay to behave this way about a game. And what's worse, it's not just the modders that dealt with this. Alderaan, remember the Tyrannotitans debacle? Alderaan themselves have felt their wrath. When the Tyranotitan was revealed to be a paid DLC creature, people went off the rails. Instead of having a peaceful, diplomatic, conversation about it, they raised hell. And unfortunately, it led to the devs, reacting the way they did and releasing the Tyranotitan basically for free. That's horrible. We shouldn't have to resort to that sort of behavior to get what we want. If you feel like an injustice has been done, just say it. Just say, hey, I'm not okay with this. Can we do something about it? They say no, that's okay. Go about your day peacefully. They say yes, good, a deal's been made. Just be nice, okay? That's all I want to see. I believe that most people can do great things. Not necessarily in the form of, like, art or literature, but just, like, being human. I have seen great people do great things for other people. And, great things for the community around them. So, I would like to see a change, right? I would like to see, people rally behind these modders and take their side. If you see anyone bullying them or harassing them, sending them death threats, call them out. Call them out. If you're one of those people that, calls out these kind of assholes, you're a winner in my book. I think you're great. Let's play the game. But if you're one of those people who just insists on being a terrible piece of shit human being, harassing modders who are giving us stuff for free, spending hours, if not days, creating mods for, God knows how long it takes. If you're one of those people that issues death threats, I have nothing left to say to you. All I can say to you is, get the fuck out. You have no place in the Path of Titans community. And you definitely have no place on my YouTube channel or any of my platforms. You are the reason why the internet is a horrid place. And if any of the mod teams are, for some reason, watching this, if anyone from Divine Beasts, El Reptiliano, Primordial Tyrants, and, anyone, really. If anyone here, is watching this, I sincerely hope that it really does get better for you guys. I would not blame you if, this was the end of the line for you guys. Like, this is where you decided to stop because people were being a bunch of dicks. I hope you don't leave. You guys have made amazing stuff, and I do value your work. I do have my criticisms, but I am at least able to say it to your face. Right? I will say where I have my issues. But I really do hope you guys are doing alright. I know dealing with this kind of stuff it is shit. I personally have had to deal with this myself. And it's never fun. So I really do hope it gets better for all of you guys. I know this isn't the typical kind of videos that I do, but I'm sorry, guys. I just had to do it. I had to. I'm normally the funny one. I try to be, funny. I love to make people laugh. The last thing I want to do is create drama or, throw my hat in the ring. But when it's a game I'm this passionate about, I love Path of Titans. I love it so much. I want it to succeed. I have my gripes with it, but they can easily be remedied. And I want this game to ultimately be one of the best dinosaur games that out there. Because there's basically none. There's basically almost none out there for, that have made it as big as Path of Titans. Aside from, like, The Isle and a few others. Because it's just a drought, right? I'm a dinosaur YouTube channel. This is my bread and butter. But it's also because, it's fun. I love these games. I love dinosaurs. And I want this game to succeed. So, yeah. I think that's going to be the end of it. This is the part where I would normally say leave a like and subscribe, but honestly, just... I can't even be bothered to do my normal outro. So, I hope things do change for Path of Titans and the modding scene as a whole. I want there to be new creators full of life, full of passion, working on these mods for us to consume, basically. And I just hope it gets better. I wish you all a good day, and I guess I'll see you next time. Take care now. Bye-bye then.